Really good, really good. But I'm sure you both know that.
Yeah.
So I'm going to tell you what I think can improve. I thought it was both, really strong. It'd be interesting to hear you switch. I hear what you're like on hip hop and what you're like on something a bit faster, just in terms of versatility, because both's good. Now I liked the reinterpretation of Klashnekoff's classic. That was wicked. I think similar things to what I was saying to one of the MCs I saw earlier, and what I would say to MCs in general. Some stuff you're probably already both thinking about anyway, is to think of your voice as your instrument, and all of the principles that work for other instruments, phrasing, what we would call flow.
Yes.
For a guitar would be phrasing. Even with your sound, right? One of the reasons British accents lend themselves to grime, whereas Americans don't, is the way Americans pronounce vowel sounds. Okay. So if you think if you think of the vowel as the melody and consonant as the percussion, yeah. So when Biggie says, "Who wanna squeeze? My desert eags make MCs freeze," all the vowel sounds are drawn out, and that's an American accent in general. Whereas a British accent, we squash the vowels, which is why we can do pickle pepper, pickle pepper, pickle pepper. We can do really percussive stuff. So being conscious of that in your own voice. I mean, conscious of what you're doing and what actually differentiates Biggie from someone who's not Biggie, or whoever you think is a great rapper now. Like being really conscious of what those things are and trying to perfect those in your performance, in your flow. Think about yourself as songwriters as well. So think about not just hook, chorus, pre-chorus, post-chorus. Yeah. An example I gave to one of the youngsters today was someone like Kendrick. If you listen to pretty much any Kendrick song, there's like 5 hooks. Yeah. Standardly, musical hooks. You think of even the intros usually. So think of, if we pull Black Boy Fly, you know that tune? Saying what up, we made it. Saying what, right? Yeah. But look, right at the beginning, that most rappers would have kept that as the chorus. Yeah. I'm saying what up, we made it. Yeah. They would have settled there and be like, I've got my hook. For Kendrick, that was just an intro. That ain't easy to do, you know. To just come up with 5 hooks for one song. Yeah. But that's why Kendrick Lamar's Kendrick Lamar, and not everyone's Kendrick Lamar, right? And I think even if you look in grime right now, being truthful, there's not a lot of artists doing that. Yeah. So if artists can start thinking as songwriters, and you got a grime song now that's got 5 different hooks in it, you're putting yourself in a place that a lot of grime artists are not. A lot of grime music is still very bars, hook, bars, hook, bars, hook. Nothing wrong with that. I like that as a style, but can you extend beyond that? You can rap. That's a given. Being able to rap, what's next now? Do you know what I mean? And then I think in terms of if there's a crew of you, what are you up to? Have you got like a YouTube channel? And
YouTube, Instagram, Snapchat, everything.
Wicked. Yeah. What I really like is the accent as well. I think trying to be kind of, I don't know. I think that's the unique thing. Like for a long time, we all tried to be like the States. None of that worked. The moment we was just ourselves, it was rah.
We find that everybody around us that tries to rap straight away is either trying to be like I want to be Stormzy over here, so we want to give T-Side its own kind of
which identity. Is not. Which let's be clear, that's normal. There's nothing wrong with that.
No,
everyone's inspired by someone.
Yeah.
Then you build. Like, you're absolutely right. Yeah. Then you build on it, and what do you do with it? Yeah, yes, you can't be Stormzy. You're not from Thornton Heath or Streatham or wherever it is Stormzy's from. You're not him. But if he's your inspiration, there's nothing wrong with that at all. No, then you build. Then you take. Like when I was 13, I used to rap like the RZA. You lot are probably too young to even know who that is, right?
Wu-Tang.
Right. I mean, I used to rap exactly like him. American accent, all of the whole 9. Slur my words, all of that, yeah? Or I used to rap like Bounty Killer from Jamaica, because I grew up on a sound system, right? That's how everyone starts. You start by copying. But then what do you do this unique? We all grew up copying American rap. Now, for the first time in really MC history, America's like, right, what's them dudes in London doing, right? And that's because we started being ourselves. And so I think similarly, like, Londoners will not notice anyone north of the M25 trying to be too much like London. Whereas if you look at like someone like Bugsy, his whole thing was 0161. Fuck that, I'm who I am. And that's kind of why people in London like him. If he was trying to be a London man, people would be a bit like, but you're not from here, fam. Do you know what I mean? So I think actually the music is regional and it's international at the same time. But yeah, I definitely think approaching your songs as songwriters and detail and because it's all there in the flows now and the lyrics. Can you approach that to the structure of the song? Because that's as important as having good bars. There are lots and lots of rappers who can write great raps. Very few rappers write good songs, even some of the greats. There's rappers that I love, that I grew up listening to, great American rappers. that I grew up listening to in the 90s that didn't write incredible songs. Whereas some rappers who couldn't rap as well as them, someone like DMX for example, right, who technically, in terms of flows and all that, wasn't the most incredible songwriter though. If you listen, DMX got probably 3 classic albums. Ghostface Killer's got 3 classic albums. You probably wouldn't say as lyricists they were in your top 5 necessarily, but as artists, they've had the longevity they've had because of songwriting. So I know we've got quite a few to get to, so let me not waffle on, but
I've got a quick present for you anyway.
Thank you very
basically, much, I dropped a project called Both Sides of the Coin. Volume 1 was 4 tracks of grime, Volume 2 was 4 tracks of hip hop. The first volume sold out, but that's the hip hop volume.
Oh, amazing!
Anyway,
thank you very much. No, congrats, man. What did you just selling it in the local area?
Yeah, made all that
that's
myself.
Wicked, old school. You got to do that, man. That's the hustle. No, well done, gents, man. Genuinely, really good. I really liked the spin, and I like the fact that we've got to a stage now where. How old are you guys?
I'm 22.
And you're 20. Yeah, I like that we've got to a stage now where people are remixing what are now UK classics.
Yeah.
You lot don't understand because you're too young to remember. Yeah. When I was a youth, there was no UK MCs we looked up to. Not because they weren't good. Rodney P, Skinny Man, all them lot were good, amazing. But the whole British media completely ignored them. So no one was big. No one was making a living. Skinny Man was the biggest rapper when I grew up. He grew up in my neighbourhood. He was a drug dealer. That's how he made his money. I'll tell you that straight. And everyone knows that. He went to prison. He got shot. All kind of stuff happened to Skinny because there was no career. Yeah. Whereas now, actually, you can take a Klashnekoff song and that's now an established classic, which is also says a lot about how far we've come, and that's because of Channel U and YouTube and everything else. So there's an opportunity now. Like, I tour a lot in Australia, and one thing you all notice when you go to foreign countries now, unlike 20 years ago, they don't perceive UK music as less. To them, Stormzy is Kanye West. It's no different. They don't think, he's not quite as big as him out there yet, but my point is they don't think American music here, British music here.
Yeah.
To them it's just all foreign stuff from the West.
Yeah, from the West,
Right? So the Australians are like, I saw more Stormzy and Lady Leisha posters in Australia than I saw American rappers. Do you know what I mean? So it's a really interesting time where the internet has made it like, no one gives a shit that hip hop started in America in the 70s in the sense of we respect that, but it doesn't automatically mean American music's ranked higher now. Is it better or not? That's what matters. And we've not, let's tell the truth, not quite got to the level where we've made music as good as Outkast or Wu-Tang or Public Enemy or any of that stuff. But that's the aim. Level, So those are the people I would be listening to as well, not just UK stuff, because the truth is there is a reason why American rap went to where it went. And if you talk, for granted, not everyone can have, multi-million-pound engineers mix their stuff like Kendrick does, but the intention behind what he does, the level of songwriting, the level of musicianship, that sort of stuff is stuff to be thinking about. But yeah, well done, chaps, man. Really impressed.
Thank you.
No, thank you.
That's a bit sweet.
Yes. Well done. Amazing.
Thank you so much.
Congrats. No, I really enjoyed it, man. I'm going to enjoy listening to this.
Thank you.